Mariners break out of their slump in a big way, getting three straight versus the Astros. And we're going to break down all three games on today's Mariners Daily episode. Thank you so much for joining me on this beautiful Sunday morning. Sunday. It's Monday morning. Thanks so much for joining me, guys. I appreciate it. My name is Sam Edwards, the host here. If you appreciate daily Mariners content, consider subscribing and liking the video. Also, I am on Spotify and Apple, so make sure you freaking listen to the episode as well and rate me 5 stars if you appreciate the audio experience. The visuals aren't exactly that crazy, so you could always just go on Spotify, do some chores, throw it on, and when you do, make sure you leave 5 stars, guys. All right, Mariners win 3 straight versus the Astros. Astros have lost 7 straight. Yeah, man, it's rough. The Mariners break out of their own losing streak by facing this Astros team whose rotation is absolutely falling apart. Yeah, it's kind of insane to watch. Is the Astros rotation coming into this season? I mean, a lot of people didn't have like super high expectations, but getting Imai out of the game in game one, getting to McCullers pretty quickly, and then freaking what was the guy in last night's game? Cody Bolton. I don't even remember who it was. Yeah, he was out of the game pretty quick as well. So Astros uh, absolutely falling apart. Let's get into game one here. Mariners win this one 9-6. And the walked to death is so real, man. They get 10 walks in this game. Imai was just fought Tetsuya Imai, the new starting pitcher for the Astros from Japan. Looked pretty rough, man. He looked really rough. And the Mariners, I mean, did not get the ball out of the infield in the first inning, and yet they scored 3 runs. Like it just felt like we were failing upward at that point. It was like our offense still can't get those big hits that we need. But we can take a walk. We can take a walk. Emerson Hancock is still good. Isn't that great? Isn't it great to see Emerson Hancock doing well? I don't know, man. I just really appreciate it. This was 5 innings for him, 3 earned runs, all on a bases loaded double by Christian Vasquez in the second inning. It was a tough second inning, but Hancock did get through it and proceeds to pitch 3 straight good innings. Overall, it was 5 innings pitched for Hancock, 3 earned runs, 4 hits, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. He had 13 whiffs on the day, a 33 CSW percentage over 88 pitches. CSW is called strikes plus whiffs. And I think it's a great stat. I think it's a great stat for starting pitchers. Looking at Hancock's four seamer, which has been the big improvement this season, and his lower arm slot has kind of changed the literal trajectory of his four seamer, making it look a little bit more. I mean, it's been difficult to get at it because I think it's just changing the eyesight of the batter. And it looks like the pitch is rising a little bit more with the lower arm slot, and it's not rising at all, as we know. Uh, Baseballs don't rise just due to gravity. They can't. So obviously with pitching, they can't rise. He threw the four seamer 33% of the time. Let me just get to the point here. He threw it less than he did the last start, almost 10% less, but still extremely effective. Got 8 whiffs, 4 called strikes, good for a 41.4 called strike plus whiff percentage, CSW percentage, if you're new here. At 79 strike percentage as well on the four seamer is great. As long as the four seamer is working, Hancock can make start work, man. The sweeper is a good pitch as well. He threw that a decent amount of time. It didn't do amazing, but it did get some good whiffs, so that's huge. Yeah, Hancock, man, I'm excited. This start in particular, even with the bad second inning, he's gonna be okay. Like, I mean, it was a good swing by Vasquez, not a great pitch by Hancock, but still not bad. I'm excited, man. I'm freaking excited. Yeah, he's a good pitcher. He's a good pitcher, and he gets the job done when the Mariners offense can get the job done as well. And they did, scoring 9 runs this game. Yeah, this was a huge step forward for them. This whole series, obviously, but this game one especially. We bring in Cole Wilcox. He gives up a 3-run jack to Yordan Alvarez in the 8th inning. Yordan is still very good. Yeah, there's nothing, as we knew he was good, but he just continued to prove it this series. He beats us up, and I'm totally okay pitching around him going forward. So, totally okay with that. Let's get to game two here. Game two was way more dicey, way more scary. JP did come through for us, as did J Rod. We're going to get there. We had 7 walks in this game. So if you're keeping track at home, 17 walks so far in the series. We had a nice 2-run homer from Cal in the first inning, which was great to see. It's just great to see him get started. Um, Now, the negative for this game was Luis Castillo, obviously. I mean, it was a rough start. 3 1/3 innings pitched, 7 earned runs, 10 hits, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts, 13 whiffs, but a 23 CSW percentage over 91 pitches. Really, 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 really rough. And this was in Seattle. This is where Castillo's supposed to kill it, man. Like, he's supposed to really get the job done. I know the Astros offense is still really good, but my goodness, 7 earned runs over 3 innings. Like, I know they probably shouldn't have brought him back out for the fourth, but here we are, trying to save our bullpen a little bit, which I'll get to. I'll get to that in a second. But they get Castillo out of the game. Jordan has another homer. Fifth inning comes around. Mariners score 2 on a JP single up the middle. They make the game 7-4 at the time. Mariners start clawing their way back. We get a sac fly from Cal. Then we get a beautiful 2-run homer from J Rod. J Rod had a double and a homer in this game. Game tying 2-run homer to dead center. It was beautiful. Yeah, first homer of the season for J Rod, man. Oh my gosh, dude! If we can get J Rod going this early, come on, let's go. You got me fired up again. You got me fired up. I was depressed. Go back and watch Friday's episode, and you'll see a stark difference. Ain't that just the way, man? Isn't that just sports? Isn't that just baseball? Especially Mariners baseball, dude. The yo-yoing is crazy. So yeah, fifth inning, JP comes through. J Rod comes through with the game tying 2-run homer. Love to freaking see it. And our bullpen, after Castillo was out of the game, our bullpen held on, man. I'm not gonna say they were like shut down or locked it down or anything like that. I'm not gonna say anything like that because they did go through their fair share of troubles. Lagumina comes in, pitches an inning and 2/3, gives up no runs, 2 hits though, 2 strikeouts. Good to see. Little long relief there. They bring in Jose Ferrer. He pitches an inning, gives up a hit, 1 strikeout. Good to see. Bizardo gives up 2 hits, has first and third, no outs. He gets out of the jam, gets 2 strikeouts and a infield fly. Great to see from Bizardo. He did hold on. Brash comes in, pitches 1 inning, 1 hit, 1 walk, gets out of the jam. Munoz has the bases loaded, and he gets Jordan Alvarez to fly out for the last out of the game. Talk about a freaking nail biter. Like, we got him. Oh my gosh, dude. Anyways, Mariners win that game 8-7. Great to see the offense continue to fight back. No, not everything was handed to us, but my gosh, I mean, 17 walks through the first 2 games. It's crazy. It's crazy, and it's one of those games that you're like, "Well, we should have won by a lot more." We did get it done. We are winning these close games, which is huge, and which was the storyline of our 5-game losing streak, was we could not win the close games. We couldn't even win the one-run games, you know? We could not come through, and finally, we are working our way back. I will say I might be a little bit worried about Andres Munoz. I'm gonna wait before I make any judgments, but his control has not looked great. So that has me just a tiny bit worried. Would love to hear your guys' thoughts on Munoz. Would love to hear your guys' thoughts on Castillo as well. I'm not doing a deep dive on Castillo. This was a situation where his slider, four-seamer, everything was just not working. The sinker did do a decent job, but the sinker is not really the money pitch for Castillo. You need the four-seamer to be working for Castillo. Four-seamer, slider, and everything else works off of that. So it was not working. It was terrible. Mariners got out hit by like 10 hits in this game, and yet we still come out on top. That is huge. Absolutely huge to see. We get We get McCullers out of the game pretty quick in the 5th inning. Not terribly quick, but quick enough. And then now we move on to game 3. Game 3 was classic, great game from the Mariners. It was just so great to see Gilbert dominate, man. I mean, he bruised 7 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 earned run on a homer, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts, 85 pitches. This is the start I was looking for. This is the start that we have been looking for from Logan Gilbert to start this season. This is what opening day was supposed to be. The four-seamer was cooking all freaking day. He threw it 35% of the time, which was 4% higher than the previous start. Got 4 whiffs, 8 called strikes, good for a 40 CSW percentage. The slider was freaking cooking. 20% of the time he used it. 5 whiffs, 3 called strikes, good for a 47 CSW percentage. And then not the splitter, but the freaking curveball comes in. He throws it almost 19% of the time. That is almost 7% higher than last start. Gets 4 whiffs on the pitch, 4 called strikes, good for a 50 CSW percentage. The splitter was fine. It didn't do much, though. It had like a 20 CSW, thrown about 15% of the time, or about 10%, I believe. Same with the cutter as well. Did pretty much the same thing. Not the start that you expect from Gilbert. The splitter just was not working for him, and it's fantastic to see that he has other weapons that he can really lean on. Now, the slider we've always known as, a solid weapon, but this one, it was working for him. Same thing with the curve. I mean, the curve I've never thought as like a big pitch for Logan Gilbert, but my gosh, at 50 CSW, I don't care if it's only thrown 18% of the time, almost 19%. It's a good pitch. He was dotting it, man, getting the whiffs and the called strikes. Like, great to see. Great to see the length out of Gilbert. 7 innings pitched, only 1 run, 7 strikeouts, 85 pitches. That's right, man. Get him out of there. We're winning 6-1 at that time. We got 9 walks in this game. Luke Rayleigh killed it in this one. I think he got 3 hits. Yeah, 9 walks. So 9, add that to freaking the 17 we're already at, and we've got freaking 26 walks in 3 games. Oh my gosh. I can't remember the last time I ever saw that. 26 walks in 3 games is insane. The Astros are falling apart. Their bullpen must be in shambles right now. They've got a streak of, I think, 13 straight games right now that they're starting with these 3 straight, 4 straight with the Mariners. Crazy, dude. Absolutely insane. The rotation's falling apart. Having Tatsuya Imai get pulled in the first inning is like that felt like a death sentence to the Astros for this series. Right now, obviously, it didn't from our side because the Mariners' offense has been incompetent as hell. But we got it done. We got it freaking done. And having game 3 go the way that it did, have Gilbert shut down a really good offense, not shut down, but do extremely well versus a really good offense on the Astros, and to be able to see the lineup come through. Yes, it felt like we should have won that game more than 6-1, but 6-1 is still good, man. 6-1 is still a win, and I'm happy. And it's just great to see Gilbert dominate again. I mean, see the four-seamer dominate at the top of the zone like it's supposed to. Yeah, man, he got the job done. He did what he was supposed to. Altuve kind of owns him, so he owned him for most of the day, except with that pickoff move from Gilbert. Great to see that he's got that move. And yeah, I mean, Gilbert's not a guy known for pickoffs either, so that was good to see. But either way, just a great start. Great series overall. Great weekend. Great to see. We'll see what game 4 has in store for us tonight. Yeah, I'm curious to see how that goes. And let's just keep this offense going, man. Let's just keep it going. Hopefully, J Rod is starting to wake up. Maybe Cal is starting to wake up a little bit. Yeah, JP is also walking like a fiend, which we know he does that, but he's also coming through like with that 2-run single. Fantastic to see. Absolutely fantastic. Let's hope the bullpen holds it down as well. See you back tomorrow, guys. Please freaking subscribe. And like I said, pull Spotify if you haven't already. Check this out. We'll see you back tomorrow. Have a good one.